Adani has been trying to build a rail line across hundreds of metres of floodplain in central Queensland. The ground is flat and the soil silty because the area floods every wet season. Sometimes many metres of water cover the ground. They promised to build the rail line above the 1 in 100-year flood level, which is an astonishing 6 metres above the ground in places. So far this year, a minor flood has already washed out the diggings and sent sediments down the river toward the barrier reef. And if a cyclone arrives, then a major disaster is likely. Who is at fault? Primarily Adani, but also the state government for not insisting on the approved design and environmental safeguards in the plan. Government must issue a stop work order now while remediation is undertaken, if that's even possible, and ensure that the promised drainage structures are built prior to any more excavation.
If you fuck it up, it's okay.
Hello, I'm Leslie. I'm down from Mackay. I'm here because I believe there's an intergenerational crime happening against my children and my grandchildren, and our government is accepted or allowed that intergenerational crime to start, and I just can't accept that. The Galilee Basin should never be touched. It is a green site, and it is going to be the example held up to the world of why we need to get away from fossil fuels, and I'm doing this for my grandchildren and future generations.
Well, the reason I'm here is because, unfortunately, the politicians aren't fulfilling their duties to the public. You'd expect the politicians to be really concerned about the future of Queenslanders and the future of humanity in general. But no, it would appear that politicians are really concerned just about their own re-election chances. They're not concerned in educating people, telling people what the real problems are, and standing up for the needs of the people and for future generations.
Hold Adani to account! Stop the digging now! Hold Adani to account! Stop the digging now!
So we're still here, and we're still chanting, and we're still holding our photos of the absolute destruction, and we're still hoping to get ourselves a meeting with someone who can do something about it. So the leaflet's being handed to staff. It's a washout. It's got the details of the people who are responsible. It's got a few pictures to give them some background to what's going on. So few people take them. Some people just politely smile and look the other way. But this is a mess, and we're here standing up for the people of Queensland, the environment of Queensland, the local landholders, the Indigenous people, and the Great Barrier Reef to stop this happening. What a mess. So the idea at the moment is if we have two people go and sit down and talk to her, they've asked if other people were willing to go outside. So I'm just passing that on. No pressure, your choice is not mine. So two of us will go and talk to her. What do you want to do?
We'll give it a go. But I think if we go talk to her, is that everyone's got to leave?
That's what they're saying, yeah.
Yeah, so we've all got to agree, we've got to come to a consensus that if we talk, everyone's going to shoot through. But what if we come back and debrief and we're not happy?
Well, we can't come back in here.
No, that's what I said.
But we can come back another day.
But we can come back another day. We're not happy, and we'll come back.
Scrapping on if you want to. Okay. And I'll get you a pen. Well, we've been asked to leave the premises of 1 William Street under lockdown, and we've been told that if everybody goes outside, two of us can go and have a chat with somebody from the Director General's office for the department responsible for Adani's compliance investigation. And this lady came down, and she smiled and she nodded and she acted all coy, and she said absolutely nothing. She refused to say anything. So when she nodded, we thought she was agreeing, but no, that wasn't the case. She just wasn't going to tell us anything. She wasn't authorized to tell us anything. So I think the security here will know now that we're not going to be fooled again into talking to somebody who isn't even talking to us,
When it's a one-way conversation, it's not a conversation. It was a waste of time. So we'll be back. We're going to be back, and we want to talk to someone with authority.
Yeah, she quite frankly spoke to us with a very, very smug attitude when she did speak, and she nodded and said, "I'm listening." She was clearly so out of touch, had no empathy for what we were actually, our genuine concerns. And the way that young woman spoke to us and just addressed us in general was just contempt. It was just contempt. And these people have to realise that they're answerable to us. We pay their wage. We pay their wage. We are citizens of Queensland. There's environmental atrocities going on, and to have us basically a smug little twerp sitting in front of us, feeling that she doesn't even have to acknowledge us at all and our concerns, it's just not right. This is not how our democracy should work.